We are live again. Welcome back to my stream. We are on the streets of Kochi. The time is around 12:30 midnight. On Saturday. Come across around 400 dogs already in my previous streams, most of which is in YouTube, so you might not have seen it here. It's the same name, Helping Dogs, so please check on that. All new dogs, I have not met those dogs before. I don't have any relationship with those dogs, so it was all like very first interaction, and you can see a bit of around 400 dogs, so you can understand, right, like how it's a big set of dogs, and you can see the reactions. Speaking of dogs, there are 2 dogs here. They just heard my sound and they got scared, right? Like they tried to walk away. They're like, nope, we don't want to deal with you. They're like 2 pretty grown adult dogs, like in good health, like both of them look pretty fit. But they are not very used to humans, so the moment they realized I was trying to focus on them, they got a bit scared, and so there was another dog right in front. She's also like a bit scared. Like unusually dark. There's like no street lights anywhere. Maybe a power failure. there, but might have come across that dog as a pack of 7 or 8 dogs around here in one of the streams. Some of them came to have some treats, but most of them were, not very keen on it. There were a few dogs there also, on the other side, and looks like they are getting into a fight. There are 2 dogs here. Like 3 dogs, that was a guy. See if these guys would stay on. So you can see there's one sitting there. This guy is like an idiot. He's like standing on the road. Huh? There's one on the other side, and this one, they don't seem like they're very keen. They look very confused. Okay, now he's eating. So I have not met these dogs before, so they are quite new to me. I don't know how they will respond. Huh? So you can see their stance, right? Like it's a bit to the down, like down. They're not like upright. It's like, so this is when they are a bit cautious. So this one is a bit more relaxed, I think. Like it was a bit cautious, but you know, after having the cookies, this one, you know, changed. Oh, there's one more. So there's like 2 more, one new dog there. Bah. It's usually like that. I stay, you know, I might see a dog and I will be like trying to get their attention. And in some places you get like I'm trying to see their reaction, right? But they're like, nope. So you can see these guys look pretty healthy, like weight wise. So again, these are not the dogs I feed. They're not healthy because of me. I'm meeting them for the first time, so this was my first interaction. 2 of them didn't want to come on the other side, so I will let them be. I have come through this road before, but I have not seen the dogs either. He is coming very eagerly. Also, so we have 2 dogs here. Seems like, who is this guy? You can see he also looks pretty healthy, and this one also. We met her once, she was lying here. She's very attentive though. I will not put a lot of flash because I'm closer to them, and when they're looking at me I don't want them to be blinded by this and be stressed out. Let's do one thing. We can get down here and make some interactions with them. One here. Looks like a pretty healthy, young male. Young as in he's an adult. Right? Like you can see from the size, he's like in pretty good shape. Again, I don't know him, so you can look from the tail that he is wagging, right? Like, but that is. It's still an excitement, or it's a different kind. Like you can see her wag and you can see his wag. It's a more controlled wag, like to each side he's controlling it more, and then he was not very keen when I extended my hand. Like you can see, there's a very tiny change in how he looks. like it comes like a micro expression, but there's a very tiny change. And for a dog that is like this big and living on its own, making hard decisions each day to survive, you have to think twice before you mistake their wagging and become what do you say, like overbearing. That is what gives them a lot of stress, right? Like overbearing is what the dogs do to each other to ascertain dominance. So for her, she has some skin infection on her back. You can see he has a lot of, so you can see, right, like he has a lot of scars on his back. So must be a dog who fought with so that's it. I will hope so. You can see she's itching a lot. It's not a good sign. If anyone is watching, they can definitely donate something to the cause, and I would get medication. So this is the second visit, and I'm meeting them for the second time in my life, and each interaction was barely about this long, right? Like and the dog I met the first time, I'm meeting him for the first time. She I met a couple of days back when I came this road, and she remembers because she came, and he is also pretty calm dog. So when I called itself, he was like very attentive and focused, and he knew I was going to give him something because he was looking in a sort of expected. So now part of this route we have covered already, but we are going on a different route today, and this part comes on the way for that. So there's a small stretch where we came last time. We met some dogs, and that was the first instance of any interaction I had with those dogs. Those dogs have not seen me. Most of it was pretty well. Like I think most of the dogs I met there came to me. Among those who came, most of them let me touch them also, which I would caution the viewers against, right? Like if you don't know about dogs, please don't just take whatever I am doing as an inspiration to go and touch every dog. You can have a perfectly good relationship without touching or petting dogs. That is also a we have 2 dogs here. Let's see if they will come. She is coming. When does it? She is a bit scared, maybe because I have my helmet on and she doesn't know. Huh? She's like confused as hell. What the fuck just happened? And I'm a bit more cautious interacting with the dogs here, because you can see this is a pretty empty road. Like this whole stretch is a big stretch of nothingness. There's like a marine institute to the right, like a naval institute, I think, and there's nothing else on this route. Lot of mangroves and wetlands and wilderness, most of which was cut down to make this. There's like a gang of 4 dogs here. Let's see if we can. That dog we met last time. Oh, jo. Oh, Orbenda. The first barking was so there's actually a dog with a collar here, and I'm pretty sure that's an abandoned dog because there are no houses anywhere in the close vicinity. So see this guy, he has a collar, so he was also abandoned, I think, but I don't know about them that much. The other dogs I just saw, there's like you can see on the other side, there's like, you can see the reflections of the eye, right? Like there's like 3 dogs there. They were here the moment I stopped here, and they knew I was calling them. They just bolted. I think there were like around 5 dogs here, all adult dogs, right? Like, and their base reaction was to just get the fuck away from whoever is coming to them, right? I came with cookies, some treats, to show that I come with no ill intention, because any interaction I have with them, or I try to have, it can only happen with, proximity, which is an important factor. So there's this dog, and he's like, you can see this dog here, right? Like, you can see. So you can see, right? Like, it's a bit weird here, what dogs came from where, you don't know that. There's like total 7 dogs. There's like 5 dogs there now. It's funny to see their shadows. And the brindle dog, I have met him before. He's very sweet, but then, there's this other dog, and he's like in a different state of mind. Like, he just went after the other dog. I have not met the other dog. And he had a body language extremely, different, right? Like, he looked very timid, but you can see them there. And I gave him the cookies, but he's being a asshole, right? Look at him. I had to throw a few there and hope he finds it. So this guy has kind of like a reflective collar, I think. So I don't know if some concerned individual or organization did put it for him, but then it's so dirty now that it doesn't. Look at him, like a smart boy sitting there. 7 dogs in total. Only 2 were around here. The other 5, they just ran over to the other side. They're still sitting across. They saw that I threw some biscuits. They might come back. But I am off from here because this is not the place I wanted to come, because I have met a few dogs here. So when I come specifically for this place, I wanted to cover more dogs here. There are some. One of them remembered and she came. Oh, jo. Ormenda. She's also very healthy. You can see from her coat that. Ojo. Where are boy? Huh? I will give 1 or 2 cookies just because she is here. The other dogs would come if they are around. They would be here because they were all pretty sweet dogs, and so you can see a very sweet dog here. People coming here should not, don't treat them badly. Just use in the Queen's Walkway, from Pevara to Tokumpadi, and this is a shop at the first bridge that comes towards Padurutty. You meet the dogs here and they come to you. Know that they come playfully, so you can just turn around, ignore them. They will leave, and please don't resort to throwing things or threatening to get them to move away, right? Like, you will not do it with a human, so how can you think of doing it? I hope they didn't misread it for me whistling them, but there are 2 dogs here. I think maybe I have met them, I don't know. One of them ran, the other one is still staying there, you can see. And bad luck for the other one because they just missed out on a lot of treats. We have two very gaudy looking dogs. They're like, let's see. They look high alert, right? Like, I don't know if you can see. see they have come here. These look like more proactive dogs, but you know, and they look more, yeah, this guy is confident. I can't say about the other guy who is there. He's a bit timid. So I'm meeting again. These are new dogs. I have never met them. So maybe they are taken care of by, you know, there's this building here, like maybe a work site, temporary work site, and people there might be looking after these guys. So I don't know if you can see, you can look at the body language, right? He's very alert, but his tail is down. He got some things, but he's like jumpy and alert, and he already came barking, so you know that he's more proactive in actions, right? Like and because he's not giving any other signals, I can choose to. Oh, now look at them, now they are coming. This dog was there. Now we have 3 dogs. One of the dog was to whom we gave the cookies a while back. Maybe this is a extended pack of dogs, right? Like just spread around and staying in different places. There is a guy walking far down. There's a big gang of dogs there. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are new. Oh no, so this guy I know, I have met him before, but the big dogs, he just peed, marked on the scooters, like he doesn't have respect, so I will have to be. So you want to know how these dogs survive? Just look here. This is a garbage dump, right? So do you see all the garbage? So this is what they live off, and when I just met them because they were scavenging here. They still do get a lot of shitty food because they eat all the scrap. So you can see, right, like look at the trash. And whenever discussion on stray dog issues happen, the moment you talk about trash, all the fucking idiots, look at this, all the white things you see is trash, plastic and food waste and all the kinds of shit you can see, and this is what the dogs eat, this is what they survive off of. So every single time we have a discussion on stray dog problem, the population of stray dogs is high. The base logic would be address the root cause. Why can the biological entities, higher order biological entities survive and sustain and create a healthy population, all this while, and still be healthy, right? Like you saw these dogs, they were healthy. I met these dogs before and I had given them a few cookies. One of them was okay, keen to interact with me. Others were not. So yeah, whenever we have a discussion on stray dog problem, when we try to start at the right problem, right? Like any population can sustain as long as there is food supply in a location, and if you are not directly feeding the dogs, you have killed everything. Like there's no wild anymore for dogs to hunt and eat, right? Like it's a concrete jungle. What little bit of jungle is left, or forest or wild areas are left, shrinking that rapidly. The pollution is so high, nothing can survive so long. So how are these dogs surviving? A fucking simple question, and the answer is fucking simple, because they have enough food source. So where does the food come from? Every day, in a functioning house, every day people create food waste, right? Any functioning house will have food waste every day. Very few select houses may not have food waste, but it's a default production, right? Like there's a dog staying alone there, and we have met that dog also once. I think so, maybe it was that dog. There was another gang with a big male, pretty impressive size, so I don't see that gang around. Maybe they are around somewhere. So yeah, these dogs all sustain because we have food waste that we don't dispose of properly, so they always have access to it. We have got a new dog. She is scared. You can look at the body language, right? Like, because I'm just a random person coming and throwing some cookies and getting her attention. So from a survival point of view, the most sane question is, why should I go to this person because he is calling me? So I could have actually gone straight. Instead I turned left. If I had gone straight, I will cover those places again. So the last time I went there was two big packs of dogs, right? And I don't know if they get along with each other because they stay in close proximity, but they were He's like too scared, like nope. So this is the baseline behavior, right? Like when a human comes, they are always no, I don't want to do anything with them. He's like a wet dog. Let's see who comes. He is looking, but he's a very scared, cautious dog. You can he looks a bit wet, so I'm not going to try to be, get to more hands-on with him anyways. Again, this dog looks not malnourished. He is pretty nourished. There's like another gang of dogs here. She got a bit scared, so when I called her, but now she's you can see, right, like they have no lack of nourishment. Like look, they look pretty healthy, and they're out scavenging. Like they go look at, smell all the things, but just to get them to remember me, I will give a little bit more. Also a very small pack, so I don't know, maybe they were randomly put here and they came together because yeah, maybe one of them was an adult, the black one, but others two look young, so it's hard to say. Done this road well, so this looks nice. There are like two dogs in the lane. to the left. Are supposed to have dogs because it's like densely populated area with poor waste management system, but the main areas do look relatively well kept, so see the dog. I just saw a dog cross here, but I don't see the dog anymore. Maybe it went through here. Huh? I saw a dog there. Again, a healthy male. No, it's a female, I think. A big female. And there's a cat on the other side, so it was good that I got her attention. So, but she then there's another dog barking from there. So. Ooh. Oh shit. ഇല്ല താഴെ വിളിച്ചു നോക്കിയായിരുന്നോ? ആ see, right, like I'm seeing a lot of dogs on the other side. It's always surprising why there are no dogs on my side. There was one more dog there. So weird. two dogs here. Again, two healthy dogs. Like, you can see that it's very rare to find skinny dogs around here. Or, well, there are skinny dogs. It's not like there are no skinny dogs. There's a guy with a collar here. For that, you know, a big group where I can go down and interact with multiple dogs at a time. So maybe the wrong timing for coming here. 12:30. It's 1 hour later than when I normally go out. Gang of few dogs here. Let's see if we can interact with them. Right. There's a dog down there. He heard the sound and he's like quiet. I don't know if you can see. There's a black dog there and they heard me. No, he heard me. And there's a gang of other dogs there for whom I will get the biscuits first. And they're like, ooh. They're like sterilized dogs, like you can see. They are wagging also, so I don't know. But that guy is not eating, so I will put one next to him. And he is eating. There's a guy coming from there. I don't know if they are like the same group. Maybe I will just get down here. Because we have some we have 1 2 3 4. Oh yeah. So you can see, right, like you can see the full the whole gang, right? Like there's one crossing the road, 2 here, 3 there, and again, these are new dogs for me. They have never met me in their life, but Look at that guy. They are scared, right? Like, look at their language and how these guys are. The moment I try to go towards them, you can see them backing off, right? Like, so you can see the difference, right? Like how the body language is. They are one pack of dogs, right? Like, but then they come because they get the cookies, but they have no interaction. Like when I go to them, you can see that. You can see how these guys come, right? Like, look at the tail wag, look at the how they look, and look at how these guys look. There's no tail wagging, more alert in nature. So one of them or two of them have been sterilized. Again, all healthy, right? Like, even if these came from here. Okay, there's a big sounds far away. There's like another gang of dogs barking. So you can see, right? Like, this is also a random group. Like I said, that like I want a bigger random group with more number of dogs, so that I can see if there are like one dog that is comfortable to come near you and they see that dog is having a very good interaction, others are more prone to come to you. It's like a safety in numbers kind of thing, and you let either the brave or the dumb ones go and test out new waters, and then you go yourself, right? So they're also healthy and they don't need my help with cookies or treats. And even with them, the interaction could have been different, right? Like if I came with a more threatening kind of a attitude and tried to throw some, they are going behind something now. So it's their life, right? Like it's a different life. Look at the territorial protection they are showing for their place. And stupid, right? Like I don't want to intervene because this is how they normally live, in a natural way. But this can look intimidating, right? Like look at them, like now a pack of 7 dogs just standing there. Any individual, when you see that, yes, finally some action in the chat. Look at that, like vicious group of dogs, right? Like it takes what? How long did I interact with them? A few minutes, a few seconds. It's a entirely new pack for me, right? Like I don't even know these guys. They don't know me. You can see how some of them choose to be around, or when I try to approach them. Usually we would do this with two people so that you can see how I am around them, but my friend and videographer is not here today, so pack of dogs, right? Like, yes, just like how any human has a potential to cause harm or aggression, they have the potential for the same, but one approach and it all changed, right? Like not all of them need to come to you, but the right interaction with a few in their group changes everything. Pokote. This is a very cheerful one. This guy. And just because some dog is friendly to you doesn't mean you have to pet or touch all of them, right? Like not all of them understand the concept of touching or petting, so be careful when you are like going to touch random new dogs, and give them time. Like not all of them come to you in the same time. So this was a good gang. Hopefully the next time we come they are around here, and let's see how they will, you know, recognize me or how they react to me at that time. There's a dog on the other side. Maybe there are more. Ah. She's a bit scared, so she is waiting, and because she sees me in the vicinity, she doesn't want to move, right? Like I will wait. Okay, she's again very cautious because she doesn't know me, and taking each one, going behind, keeping an eye on me. She's like very spooked, so I will just slowly, any slight movements I make, she's jumping. So yeah, she's not going to come to us. A big dog. Oh, there's a gang of dogs, so let's see how we can interact with them. So we have 3 and 1 across. We have 4 dogs here. So a slight tail wag, so they're like, okay, not threatening. Oh, he has a kind of a beard wound on his back of his head. So this is a certain excitement, right? Like so he has a bit of skin infection. So that is, there are like 2 males and 2 females in this group, so quite a small group. And yes, I think maybe, right, like these ones looks like at least these 2, he looks like he would be scared and run away, but this guy, look at his eyes, like look at the stare. This guy, right? So yeah, if you don't know their language, like don't go to pet them, or and she looks like the most timid one, right? So yeah, it's like not a cohesive, they're not a cohesive pack, like just bare survival. And yep, we could say the same for humans, right? Just because one group stays a group doesn't mean all people who make groups can stay and hold a group dynamic. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they are barking, so let's go there. So this was a prime example. There are like few rats here and the dogs were going to, I actually came and interrupted, but my bad. But you can see that, you know, rats. Oh, that's a big group. Look at that. Oh, jo. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dogs here. So coming back to my point, there were rats here. Like, so that dog was running to check on the rat, and imagine, right, like this is like a fish stall, so a lot of waste, and rats are known for you know, anywhere where our waste management doesn't happen well, rats will thrive. So imagine, dogs in the area stops the rats from spreading over, right? Like, yes, through the sewers they can go, but the rest of the way, like the general spread of rats and rodents, dogs are the ones who would, you know, actively prevent them from festering out. And imagine when you an ecosystem that we built with, oh, that's a funny way of, look at that. She uses, look at that. That's a funny dog. Bah, bah. Someone is confident. He's standing on the scooter. So I want to again stress the fact that these are new dogs, completely new dogs for me. I have not met them. I have not seen them. I have never fed them. And you can see the different dynamics, right? Like a few dogs are pretty forthcoming. The big guy is, what a velluti. Oh. So and it doesn't matter, right? Like if other dogs don't come, some of them would be scared. Like she only wants the cookies, right? Like she doesn't trust me enough, and with good reason. So and if you look at this one, it's very evident, right? Like look at the eyes, look at the level of you can see, right? Like the expressions are much different. Like for me it looks like exactly how a human would look when they are not very comfortable and unsure, and you know, have to deal with this because the rest of the group is, you know, interacting with me. But that one did smell my hand, so again maybe because the other dogs in the group are coming to me, right? Like, oh, I think she had some injury, because look at her, how she stands. Like there was some nerve injury, maybe a vehicle hit her. So I think this would be a place where if you drive a bit rash, look at this, like leaning on to me. So if you drive a bit rash, these dogs might chase you, or some of these dogs might. again they are you can see, right, like I don't know if these dogs are fed by anyone. 1 2 3 4 5. So out of 5 of the 6 of them, you can see this is sterilized. This has been sterilized. This one has been sterilized. This one has been sterilized. Oh you Pedi Mario. She's unsure, right, like you can see, but she lets me. She's sweet, so oh, now all of them are coming, right, like oh, look at that. How long did it take for the whole gang, right, like 1 2 3 4 5 6, and all of them sweet. Oh, he knows how to get pets from. Look at that. Oh, look at that. This one looked scared, right, like oh, she turned out to be a sweetheart. Oh you കടിയാൻ പോലെ ആരെയും വേറെ പണിയില്ല നിങ്ങൾക്ക്? Oh, he also has some skin loss. So yeah, this one is the most scared one, but everyone else very sweet dogs. I'm like, and I think maybe credit goes to the people here, like this shop, maybe these shops, and they have been dealing with these dogs in a nice way. And if that is so, then again, you know, the point is proven, right? Like it only needs a few people, humans, to represent humanity to these dogs in a good way, and anybody else, any random person can come and have it. Ba. He looks so concerned, but he's like a bit more gentle, but sorry, I don't know if it's a she. So the big guy is like the most sweet, right? Like so again, healthy dogs, right? So because they do get food waste and whatever is left, they're getting a good sniff from the thing. I put a lot of hand sanitizer, so I think it's hitting them now. You know, they don't even have to sniff it, right? Like because I have sprayed it on my hand and it's sensitive. They are sensitive, they will get it. So this was a very nice group. Shall report hai? This is how socializing should work, right? Like give them a right environment. Like imagine if I came here just trying to chase one of the dogs, right? I just saw one dog here and then I saw the other two. If I started to just come and throw something and, you know, just spook them, the whole interaction would have been extremely different. Like, or even if my body language was different, right? Like if I don't know how to approach dogs, and when I see so many dogs and then I just make random movements, that's enough, they will get spooked. But that is a big gang of dogs, but they are in the Ba. We have a lot of, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like new dogs, like completely new dogs. I don't know anything about them. I just saw them from there. Ba. So this is them testing out, right? Like, again, my point proven. They sent out either the bravest or dumbest, but I think because the kids are the dumbest, they let the kids come first, and only after that, they saw the puppies eating. I have no, this is new, right? Entirely new. Like, I don't know these dogs. I have no relationship with them. They don't have to. But this. Oh, sure. And it takes this one dumb dog to just bark, right? Because they get spooked. Ojo. Biscuit is not to work. Correctly, I Mumbai work. So, none of these guys have been sterilized, so, and they are not very keen to come, right? Like, you can see that they all keep a distance, a safe distance, and it's a bit dark. When I put the flash, this silly one was barking, and then, a little bit of disturbance in the air is enough for other dogs too. So this is 3, 5, 6, 7. So this is also I think the size of an average pack here, I think is like 7. All they want is some food, right? Like, unlike humans who want a lot of things, most of the animals, right, like, they don't have high ambitions. They just want to live. Just because they exist, now they have to live, right? Like, they just want a peaceful life, and having the hunger taken care of is a biggest part, right? Like, for any entity to live. All they just need is food and water and a peaceful place to rest whenever they want to. That's it. Extremely simple needs. There's a dog there. I think it chased the cat or something because it's looking excitedly. Ah, look at that. Just random dogs, right? Like, I just saw them jumping out from this compound. Like, look at the height of this wall. So, two dogs jumped out of there. So, there's the third one. The other one just bolted. So, because I'm giving cookies, they are like coming, right? Like, again, healthy dogs. So I just wanted to meet them. I don't want to give them too much. They will survive. This guy is here. He is very scared. cops sitting here. I wonder why. Dogs there, but not much response there, like just curled up. There's another dog on the other side. Two dogs here. Bah. Bah. There's another dog at the Look at the old guy. He's with older dogs. Yes, you have to be a bit more slow, right? Like, because they are old, they had more experience and they are not shy of showing, letting you know they don't tolerate you. So look at the bag, right? Like, and look at this girl who doesn't show anything, right? Like, she's more of a concerned dog. Like, now the big question would be like, why feed them if they can sustain on their own? Why feed them? Because there's a understanding, right? Because in their world is different from ours. For us, we know that to eat we don't have to hunt or fight anyone. We have agreed on a system that where we all agree to the, a certain set of rules and laws on which we decide, okay, you work, you earn money, you buy things. For them, they don't have that concept, but more importantly, they live in our world, right? We have changed everything, so the burden is on us to teach them better. And if you let them scavenge and hunt for food and survive on their own, they become a different kind of, their normal will not be our normal. And needing food is a basic requirement, right? Like, if we don't eat, we die. So they will go to extreme lengths to sustain themselves, and if we are not part of the experience where they eat food, why would they trust us? We are set to lose a lot. Look at that. Oh, yo. Huh? So 4 dogs. That one is like extremely friendly. The other knows because two of them are friendly. See the wags, and the other 2, nope. So she's like a miscreant. She just goes to everyone. Oh, hey, stay. Imagine, right? Like, what kind of stress does she have to show this kind of an expression, right? Like, if I was an asshole, imagine the kind of cruelty I can do to this dog, right? Like, and she still chooses to trust me, right? Like, look at the affection. And she's small, so maybe she hasn't had bad experiences from other humans to trust, be scared of them. Others may have had bad experiences, so they are more careful, right? Like so just because somebody saw a few dog bites and there has been cases of rabies doesn't mean that is the lens through which we should look at these dogs, right? Like there's a lot of innocence involved. Like imagine if I had some weapon with me or things, right? Like and this is where they are the most vulnerable, right? Like this is where they are the most vulnerable. You can do anything and they still let you. It's a pretty innocent thing, and for the political ambitions and knowing only to play the shitty game of politics by making everything a political matter, the kind of narrative people put on the dogs is fucking stupid. Look at the number of dogs and stray dogs, and everywhere when there is like everywhere where there is a news debate or a news report on anything, right? Stray dog, why are they always shown with the baring teeth? There are also these ones, right? Like if situation needed them to be harsh, they have to, right? To if safety for your life depended on you lashing out, even us humans would look like beasts, and that instance of someone should not be the baseline behavior attributed to the whole species, all of them as species. Yes, that is fucking stupid. And why do you think these dogs are showing this kind of a behavior to me? Because we have they have existed with us for, I'm not expert so I cannot say for how many years, but it's very evident they have been for at least thousands of years with us. And we bred them specifically for certain purposes as well. And that is because we bred them in a way where their potential to make meaningful relationship with humans have been selectively chosen as an important trait, and that has been from the beginning of dogs. They're called man's best friends because they can become your friends, right? Like a pet is not a friend. It's the same concept as if I want a friend, I buy a slave and keep them with me, give them a good quality of life, give them food, give them some cuddling time, and then if that is all they have known, they would start to have some sort of attachment to you, which doesn't come from let's say there was not really a choice involved, right? Like you either stay with the person who bought you and be loyal to them and don't bite them or hurt them, and you can live a happy life with them and they will love you. But there was not really any choice involved. Imagine if this is the potential, right? Like you can have a very, most of my interactions, a lot of dogs have been friendly. Most of them don't come, and I don't expect them to come on my first interaction with them, which happens so awkwardly because I just randomly come across them, and still they show this potential, right? Like, and that is where you start building, and because they have that capability, that is what decides, right? Like, how do they become man's best friend? To tame a dog, it's not that difficult, and again, my definition of it's not my definition as such. You can tame dogs, but then you can have a friendship with dogs. The two are two different things, and it holds deep relevance in whatever you try to build with them upon that. Let me see if there were dogs there. Thought I saw. It wasn't a dog. These are a few huge dogs. Let's see how they respond to me. These are also big dogs, like well developed dogs. They don't need any food as such, right? There's a lot of shops here, chicken shop, maybe multiple chicken shops. All those goes to them. Big dogs and healthy again. None of them are like weak or malnourished. And and selective in their choosing, right? Like, you cannot expect all dogs to come and be friendly to you. In the very first interaction. That's it. I don't have to give them more. They are still a bit wary, so they will not come to me now. Good to have, when they don't smell you, again, yes, that's a lost interaction, because they would still get some smell, but there is like he's a sweet dog. Huh? Like wagging his tail, but again cautious. We have another gang here. She's 1, 2, I see 3, 4, 5. It's a bit dark. Ah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and look at that, and look at this big guy, and he's wagging, right? Like, and she has puppies, I think. I don't know for sure, but no. So she's the sweetest out of them. So you can see, right, like she tolerates. He might tolerate because, you know, he came close and, you know, he let me touch his nose. Whichever dog does that, I would like, you know, try to just have a small graze on their snout to see how they would respond. And there's like 1, 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6. So another 6 dogs. Look at that guy. He's big, but he is gentle. Like, if you have seen my other streams, you would have seen that, noticed that in certain groups there are some dogs who just, you know, goes and takes other dogs' food, right? Like, I give for them and then I give for other dogs, and then they still bully them, you know, intimidate them and just steal their food. So this looks like a pretty good dynamics because he is respectful, you know, at least see, this is actually good. So he thought I was just giving him in his mouth, right? Like, and you saw how he got to grab it. There's one dog who's like scared and just staying far away, and so these guys have a better dynamics. I think it's a very good, you know, unless he's not the alpha of this group. So you can see, right, like who might be leading this group. Maybe it was that guy, but he's old. Like, you can see he's old, and there's no way he can keep up with this guy. He looks like, yeah, a proper well-built street dog, and you don't want to mess with them, right? Like if you don't know them, they're not friendly to you, you don't know their history, don't play smart with somebody of this size, because the potential for harm is, yes, you won't win, right? So ശരി അപ്പോൾ പോട്ടെ. So 2 dogs come and try to interact. The rest of the group ആരെയും കടിക്കാനൊന്നും പോലെ കേട്ടാ. And so you want that kind of interaction, right? Like there's not a lot of physical on hand, but you want them to come and smell you so that they register you, right? Like as an individual, they get like a lot of smells of humans. If there are somebody feeding them or being kind to them, they might have their scent registered. That one was scared. That one didn't come to us, so it's a different dynamic, right? Like the group, I cannot say one standard behavior description for any group of dogs for that matter. There are some key elements, right? Either they are scared, they get cautious first, and depending on the individuals in the group, the actions can change, but by default they are all cautious and try to get away, and I have to coax them, right? They need to know I am bringing something for them to come to me, otherwise they don't want to risk it. They've had too many bad experiences to just lose their life over one random human trying to approach them. So I have to always be the first to extend the hand of friendship and then work through that. The dogs I covered might not be even 10% of the dogs on the route I came through. I just came through a main road and too many streets and communities on either side of the road which I have not even gone into, which would have changed, right? Like we would have got a lot more dogs, but then we can cover them in the coming days. So we had some nice interactions with dogs today. This is a different part, right? Like I have never, in my streams I have not come to this part yet, and it's totally new dogs for me and first time interactions, and this is what it happened. Right, there was no risky moments, no scary moments, no unsure moments. And you can see, right, like they're not random mindless beasts. They have very certain distinct way of communicating with you and responding to you if you treat them as an individual worth responding to, right? Like treating them as mindless beasts, you do that with any human, that's the same response you will get. Look at this dog, and look at those dogs. see if they would. Bah, they just bolted. Again, I think no signs of malnourishment, all very healthy dogs. We have some pilgrims sitting on the other side of the road. Now we are on the highway, so less chance of seeing the dogs on the main highway. We will have to move to the service lanes, and we might see some dogs. Maybe I might have to go under the bridges or something, I don't know. Have some election coming up, and I think because of that you're seeing like a lot of camps or small a garrison of cops along the road, which you usually don't see. dogs barking, but they were on the other side, so saw a big gang of dogs inside, so let's see if we get them. them. They look friendly, and there was like one more there, so 4 dogs. Look at that. So this is a friendly group of dogs, pretty healthy, like. This one. Oh no. Most probably they are fed by some people, right? Like, and they know how to be around. മണ്ട ബുദ്ധി ചാടല്ലേ. Yeah, he's still a young dog learning his way around. I put 2 there. Yeah. Hey. So one of them is sterilized, or no, 2 of them is sterilized, and 1 and 2. These 2 are not sterilized, and you can see he's a young dog, but grown up pretty well, and they are also well fed. I don't have to feed them regularly. Right. But she's also വരില്ലെടുത്തോട്ട്. Yeah. There's some crumbs on the bottom of, on the floor of my scooter, which so yeah, only one confident dog, the rest are used to humans, but yeah, they have had enough bad experiences to not trust humans. And a good healthy gang, right? Like all of them look well, shiny coats, and good physique. None of them showing bones, or they look plump. ശരി അപ്പോൾ പോട്ടെ. So what feeding serves is, you get a pack of dogs here who trusts you, who likes to be around you, who likes to stay in a house around you, or around the place where you live. and then any new dog that comes to make this area their residence, these dogs won't allow it, right? Like, this is their territory, they don't want to share it with other unknown dogs. So you should use that to your advantage and make sure that you have a group of dogs that trust you and likes you and will allow you to handle them. It's better to have those dogs than random dogs about whom you don't know anything, who doesn't trust humans, and wait for a unaware person to be in their proximity and do something that could trigger these dogs. So it's always better to have a dog that you have fed and who loves you and who trusts you around you, right? Like, that should be the logic when you are involving in such things. So look at this, there's 3 dogs here. One, two, three, bah, bah. The other one went and hid under the car. With good reason, right? Like, if they are not being fed, and now see, it's eating. So this is just 100 meters apart from, barely 100 meters. Like, I can see those dogs from here. The dogs I just met before, they were on that lane, and it's so close by. And you can see the difference, right? Like, in how they respond when a new person comes, a human comes to them with some intention, right? And you see that difference so clearly. had met this. Oh, you. Bah. Paranoia. Now she remembers. Bah. നീ വേണ്ടേ ഇത്? അത് വേണ്ടേ? പിന്നെ എന്തിനാ താഴെയിട്ട്? So this is my second time meeting her, right? Like her, and there's one black guy there whom we have also met. I think that's the same black guy. See, we can go and ooh, this is a new dog. Bah, bah. Bah, bah. There. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That one ran, but we have like 1, 2, 3. I don't know if they are one gang or not, because she looks at him in a different way, like she's not very, you know, it's a scrutinizing kind of stare at her, at him. Both are boys. Like this is the, could be the dad. No, what happened now? So somebody has, I think somebody has tried to feed them. Like you can look at the chicken bones, right? Like these are all bones, no meat, just bones. So I don't know how, if somebody has fed them, because there's no reason for chicken bones to be in front of this shop. It has been closed for a long time. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. That was a nasty fight, and hey, what was that? Okay. Hey, what a fucking idiot. He's like limping and he's going behind. So they were not one group, right? Bah. I might see them there. So yeah, if it's dogs you don't know, be careful when you try to intervene, because when they don't know, they don't have any reason to stop biting at anything, right? Like when they're lashing out at each other. So, and I thought one of the black dogs I had met the other day with this white dog, but he doesn't look like that black dog, because he was a bit more, he had a broader face. And the other black dog, the old guy, I don't know, I met him today. So yeah, look at the white girl coming. No, it's not a white girl, it's a guy. എന്തിനാ അടി ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ പോയത്? അങ്ങനത്തെ ചെറ്റത്തരൊന്നും കാണിക്കാൻ പോകുമ്പോൾ കൂടെ പോകല് കേട്ടാ. എന്നാ so any dog, especially when you can see, right, like when you don't know the dynamics, you have to be careful. So that's what I showed, right? Like I knew something was off because how the body language seemed, it was very weird, right? Like how the dog was looking at the other dog, which I said looked like he's scrutinizing the other dog, but yeah, he was like sizing him up, which felt weird because they were in the same area when I came, right? Like only when I tried to interact and give some cookies. Oh, look at this gang. He's from this gang. So he's the one who got bit. So this is a different gang of dogs, I think. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs. So this old guy got scared when I came, so he left and he crossed to the other side. We have more dogs here and they are all looking eagerly. They were trying, except for this guy. I think everyone else was trying to bolt. So the moment they saw that he's eating something, so I just gave him my hand, right, like so that he can sniff me. And so here, yes, 2 dogs look skinny, because it seems like they don't have enough food. Whoever giving chicken there might not have been giving it here or something of the sort. Again, I think all the interactions should be like the baseline behavior is evident, right? Like it's avoidance more than engagement. It's avoidance. Even this engagement I do, even that this engagement I have to like coax them, right? Like I have to, before they decide to flee, I have to show that they are getting something nice out of this interaction. That is the only way I'm even able to hold them here, right? Like except for the black guy, because he saw me there, he came, but there's one behind there, and then one guy here. So this is another pack. Of dogs I'm meeting for the first time, and again the base response is to flee. All of them has been showing that quite clearly now. That's it. I will conclude today's stream, and I will see you again soon. I might be more prone to doing it in YouTube, so if anybody is watching this till the end, make sure to follow me on YouTube also, and you will see daily interactions with a lot of dogs, and a lot of different dogs for that matter. I will revisit some places and show you the difference, right? Like how the interactions have changed, the dynamics have changed when I first approached them versus when I approached them subsequently. It is an interesting thing to watch, so I will show that also in the subsequent streams. But as much as possible, I want to cover most of the area geographically and show you different populations, like how the dog populations are spread across, and what kind of changes do you see when you interact with dogs in different places, right? Like we did quite a big round today, although not quite enough the number of dogs which are in these places that I have covered. Like I said, I think it's barely 10% of the dogs. I don't think it's even, I don't know if I can say for sure if it's 10%, but few dogs. the interactions I have made, you can always say like, yeah, but that is not the representative of all the dogs in an area or anywhere. So again, that is my reason to go and interact with all the new dogs, and show you the baseline behavior. All these dogs I have met, not one instance where the aggression is directed to me, or how there was not one situation where me going towards a pack of dogs put me in a risky situation, right? Like it is evident from what I have shown you. But what I want you to know and understand is that baseline reaction or behavior across dog populations across the city has been consistent. They are not mindless creatures who would do random things that you are not sure of. They are highly social, highly capable and socially capable living beings, worthy of the name man's best friends. That is what this all shows. Only if I can have a sane interaction with any of them can I choose to develop it further to something meaningful, right? That is what people do with pets. You just buy a baby animal and you raise them, and in that animal's reality you are their everything, right? Like from the moment their senses are sharpened and they understand and decide for themselves, you have been the only one present in their life. Of course they will love you if you give them even the basic minimum, right? Like, and look at what I can. There's like 3 dogs here, so one ran away, right? Like, I don't know if you noticed, there are like 2 dogs. So one started to eat, the others are cautious, they don't want to come. You can see the big male is like the most cautious, right? Like, of this group he would be the leading one, and is that a male? Look like a male. You can see, right? Like any movements I am making, he's like scared, like a scaredy cat. This little one is eating all of it. Lucky him, unlucky them. The big female, she stood around for a while, but she was unsure and she left. So good for the guy, good for the little guy. The moment I leave, they might come, right? Like, they just, whatever I was trying to do there, they will just go there and sniff around, look for the biscuits and eat the biscuits. It's too much of a hassle for me to turn around and show, so because I was thinking of stopping the stream here, like maybe let's just go in. There used to be a couple of dogs here, I don't know if they are there now. Maybe these are the same dogs. I don't know. I just saw them when I was going through this flyover, which is the normal way we go. Yeah, nobody is there. Maybe they have gone around roaming, and there might be a specific time when they will be out. So I will stop my stream here. This has been a new ride, a new direction, new area that we covered, and new dogs, new experiences, but in a lot of way not so new experiences, because like I said, we had some very decent, sane interactions, right? Like reasonable interactions between two species who cannot speak or understand or has no prior context or history, and still I could have some good interactions with them. So new in case of the individual dogs that we met, but the experiences just repeating patterns of what we saw across all the dogs I have interacted with in the past. So nice. It was a nice ride, and I hope it was informative. I will see you again soon. Please check out my YouTube, because I'll be active there also. Stay safe and have a good night.